Hello friends, this is Lady Lioness, and I'm out for a stroll today in my power chair, and I just had to get out into this beautiful day. It's finally cool enough that I can actually enjoy the last remnants of summer, and it is beautiful. There is not a cloud in the sky. I'll have to flip the camera around so you can see this view that I'm seeing, and I'm just going for a stroll out in the neighborhood because I needed a break from my volunteer job. Yeah, I can't complain too much. It's been a very eventful week, and I'll probably address some of it, but right now I just want to enjoy the neighborhood. I'm in the Collister neighborhood, and I'm just going for a stroll. Here, I'm gonna flip this around so you can see what I'm seeing. It's just a beautiful neighborhood here. There we go. But anyway, I don't even know where I left off the last time I was, look at the sky. Look at this, not a cloud in the sky, just gorgeous out. The temperature, I don't know what the temperature is. It feels like it's probably in the 80s. And I heard it was gonna get in the low 90s today. But it's finally cool enough to actually enjoy the weather, and the smoke is gone, and I'm still wearing a mask, not because of the smoke now, but I'm wearing a mask because of oh yeah, I haven't told you guys this. Okay, so let me back up. So last week we were just doing our thing at the retirement center, and hello, that looks like a lot of hard work. Good luck there. And anyway, we were just minding our own business, and rumors started spreading around that there were 3 cases of COVID at our retirement center. People started getting really concerned, and I was concerned too. But people were like, I mean, freaking out at the center. So I talked to who I thought was the resident board president. Turns out there was no board president; she had resigned. But there was the person that I thought who it was, and we were talking about it. Like, man, we got to do something. There's people are freaking out. There's rumors that there's 3 cases of COVID and that it's spreading and all this stuff. And so we decided we wanted to do something, and we actually I was talking, I was talking to a number of about 2 or 3 other residents that were also concerned, because we're like, what is management doing to help prevent the spread and this and that? And so, like, someone went to the management, and the management said, I got my plate full. I'm too busy to even do anything about it. So that didn't help things. That didn't help morale at all. And people were just kind of really freaking out about what to do about COVID. And so some of us residents got to talking, because we knew, the management had more or less said that they wouldn't and couldn't do anything about it. Boy, this house is gorgeous. This is a brand new house that they built over here. It looks gorgeous. I wish I could see inside. Maybe I can, who knows. They tore down the house that was there and built a new one. It was really cool. I love these electric bikes going by. I think I could probably ride an electric bike. I just can't pedal a bike anymore, and I think an electric bike would be great. I gotta look into those. I don't know how much they cost. Anyway, so a few residents and I were just talking, and like, we've got to do something. I'm here at the park. Let's see, this is what's the name of this park? This is Catalpa Park. And I'm just gonna wheel around. I love this park because it's got a nice path all the way around it, and I can just wheel around it. And it's just a nice little stroll for me. So I'm not walking, obviously. I don't want to say I'm going for a roll, so I say I'm going for a stroll. It sounds like I'm walking, and it also sounds like a roll. So I think it's cute. Anyway, so I'm going to stroll around the park here. Anyway, oh, I have a phone call. Hold on a second. I got to take this phone call. To be continued. Okay, this is part 2. So anyway, the phone call was Dennis Dillon telling me that my car has been updated with the recalls are all updated and it's good. Oh wow, they did a really good job here too. They built this new playground for the school, like a whole new yard. It's lovely. Anyway, so the residents and I decided we were going to do something if the management wasn't. We were just going to protect ourselves and take care of ourselves. So like we were going to have a little meeting and decide what we were going to do to protect ourselves from COVID, since management wasn't going to do anything. So some of us got together and I decided I was going to do some disinfecting. So I got some disinfecting wipes and some gloves and a mask. And I had just gotten this this mask here. Let me turn this around. I'm going to turn this around here. So can you see me? I just gotten this mask here, and it is a HEPA filter mask. So it's a really good mask. Anyway, so I took out my HEPA filter mask and I got some gloves, and I went around just disinfecting everything with protection on so that I didn't potentially contract COVID and everything. And we were worried about all kinds of stuff, and I was thinking, well, we got to get COVID tests and we got to do this and that and that. So anyways, all of us were coming up with different solutions and just kind of doing some things to help protect ourselves from the COVID spread. And some people took it upon themselves to tell people who are positive with COVID to stay in their rooms, and we'll make sure that they get food and supplies and everything that they needed brought to their door and that kind of thing. And anyway, and I was disinfecting, I decided to disinfect the 1-story building, and I went around and I disinfected the women's bathroom, and I disinfected the common areas and high touch areas, and the hallways and the railings in the hallways, and light switches, and picture frames, just anything that somebody would touch, and just really did a good job, just really disinfected and discovered exactly how filthy the building really was. And it's like which is kind of understandable because we had been without a porter or a custodian for some time, and they just hired one. And the porter's playing catch up basically, so it's kind of understandable. But the building was filthy, and it's not, during COVID, during an outbreak of COVID, is not a good time for that to happen. Excuse me, I'm choking on my spit. Anyway, isn't this just a gorgeous neighborhood, a gorgeous park? Catalpa's a great park. Anyway. So I'm going to head back to the house, or to the complex, because I need to go pick up my car, which means I have to call an Uber. Anyway, so yeah, it was just a really, we kind of got together, and someone had said that they had already talked to the management. So at first I wasn't going to talk to management, then I decided to talk to management myself and find out what was going on, because sometimes people don't communicate the right way, and they lead you to believe something that isn't true or whatnot. So I went to the management to find out for myself if they really said that they couldn't do anything. And when I talked to the manager, she pretty much said to me, she said, I am so busy, I've got all these move-ins going on and people moving in and people moving out, and it's just like my plate is full, we're short-staffed, and we just don't have the people to deal with all of this. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I said, what can I do to help? And she said, well, what we really need is a council president. And I said, Well, I thought Colleen was the council president. She said, no, Colleen quit. We've been without a council president for quite a while. And I said, oh, well, she said, would you be willing to take on the role as president of the resident council and take care of this? And I said, well, I heard about the stuff that happened to Colleen, and I don't really want that job. And I said, but I am concerned about my fellow residents. Hold on, there's a little library here. I want to check this out. I am concerned about my fellow residents, and I do want to help. So, hold on. Uh-oh, there are wasps in this thing. Oh my gosh. I have to let the homeowner know there are wasps in here. Anyway, let me look. What do we got? I was in here the other day and I got a few books. Nothing really new that I could see. Wait, what's this? No, I already looked at that one. Tracking game. What does that mean? Brand Brilliance. What is this? Brand Brilliance. Elevate your brand and audience. Actually, that's relevant. I'm taking that. Okay. I took my book. All right. That's all I need. So, this looks like a good book. We'll check it out later. But anyway, where was I? So she asked me if I would be resident council president. And I told her I didn't want to. But I said, tell you what, as long as there's COVID in the house and, you know, that COVID needs to be mitigated, I said, I will take the job temporarily, but as soon as everybody's healthy, I quit. She said, I will take it. So, just like that, I became resident council president, and I was in charge of all things COVID. And the manager told me, she said, I do not want anybody coming to me with COVID-related issues. They go to you. You have full control, full decision power. You have the power. Haha. That's a He-Man reference in case you didn't catch it. I have the power. So, yeah, I've never had anybody just give me full decision-making control other than, you know, when I had my own businesses. And so I was like, wow, that's cool, kind of. Except for it's a lot of responsibility. So I went about trying to decide how to deal with this. And so I decided that I was going to open a supply store. And the manager said she had cases of COVID tests left over from the last bout of COVID. So I said, okay, can I have those tests? And she handed me the boxes of tests, and we put them out on the table. And then I said, I'm gonna make a supply run to the Dollar Tree, and I'll get some sanitizer for everybody. I'll get, you know, she had some masks. Plus, I was able to get some masks donated from Wash Time, which is a laundromat on on State and Collister. Great business, by the way. If you need someone to do your laundry for you, call Wash Time. They are amazing. They do my laundry. All I have to do is drop my laundry off, and they go and do my laundry, and they drop it by my door when they are done. It is the most amazing thing ever. Anyway, so Wash Time donated some masks, and then when I went to Dollar Tree, I ended up purchasing about $900 worth of merchandise for the supply store, the COVID supply store. And that was more than even I expected, except for I just kept seeing things that, oh, we could use that, and these cleaners, and this, and people need activities to do to keep them busy and happy, and da-da-da. And yeah, the bill ended up being $900. Thankfully, I had enough credit to cover that. And I already had ideas in my head how I was going to pay that off, but don't worry about that part of it. But I at least had to have it funded so that I could get the supplies to people immediately to make sure that they were helping keep things disinfected and you know, had supplies so that they didn't have to leave and possibly spread COVID out into the community, as well as catch COVID and bring it back into our little community. You know, the whole point was to try to keep people home, not to need to go to the store. I just tried to anticipate every need. And I guess I did pretty good, because it took about 4 days for that $900 of inventory, plus the $400 of inventory I bought elsewhere. It took just 4 days for that inventory to be depleted. And so now so today, you know, I'm at the tail end of that inventory. There's just a tiny bit of stuff in the store. I have maxed out my credit cards, so I can't really go buying new inventory. So any inventory I got from here on out has to be free or super cheap. And so I am probably not going to replenish until I get paid on the 1st. Today is the 27th of August, and I get paid on the 1st. So, you know, I probably won't really be able to restock much until then, which is fine, because I need to slow down a bit, because my health, it has taken a hit from being so busy, and, you know, with doing all the disinfecting and you know, not only that, but, you know, some of these residents are really hard on me. You know, they question me about a lot of things, and they don't realize I don't have the energy really to answer them, and so maybe I just shouldn't. I have been giving them answers because I want them to understand what's going on. I want full clarity, or, you know, full transparency of what I'm doing. And oh, beautiful cat. Just a minute, let me turn this. Hello, little one. What are you doing? How are you, beautiful? What you doing? I think this cat's name, is this Oliver? I can't remember what they said this cat's name is. This cat is not the cat that lives at the center here, but it comes around all the time because everybody feeds him. He lives at the house just over there, just over that way. But he comes to visit all the time. Hi, how you doing, buddy? You know what? I got some cat food for you. Do you know that? I have some kitty food. If you stick around, I can bring you some food. Yes. Oh my goodness. This one's a lover. This one loves to be pet. Yes. If you stick around, I'll bring you back some cat food. But anyway, so that's my story, and a beautiful view of a beautiful neighborhood as it goes. So here's my stop. I am going to, I guess, stop it here because I've got to go pick up my car now. So anyway, I enjoyed telling you the story, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it. But that was how I became resident, the president of the resident council here at Samaritan Village. So I will talk to you more later. And everybody, please stay safe out there. COVID is going around, and we are doing our best here to keep the spread down. So stay safe. Until next time, thank you, friends. This is Lady Linus and Friends signing off.